we welcome you to Vegas, where they do it bigger and better than any other city when it comes to the big-time fights. We're at the Thomas & Mack Center for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action, and the anticipation for this bout has grown as the week has gone on. A lot of talk behind these two. Now it's time to walk the walk. Mr. Showtime's coming down to the ring right now, and he does so with a certain gamesmanship, putting forth that attitude to his opponent, telling him, I'm the man, and I know it. Dynamite's making his way to the ring right now, and he does so with an attitude that belies his in-ring intensity.
That's right, fight fans, it's that time of day again. It's Dominator time. And today's opponent is Apello Crise, but he's called him Apello Crise. But yes, it's Apello Crise, and we're going to see what Dominator can do against him. I take it with a name like Apello Crise or Apello Crise, I take it he's a boxer. So let's see what he's got.
But still close enough to then lay in the counter.
He's not really boxing, is he? He's throwing big up straight away. But I don't know if he's heard anything about Dominator. I don't know what he knows about him coming into the ring. But he should be quaking in his boots because, as I said in the last fight, I do think Dominator is indestructible. I think he will dominate and destroy any opponent he comes across. I think today's opponent is a decent opponent. Apello Crise. So let's see what he brings to the table.
Halfway through this round, Mr. Showtime.
Lovely right hand by Dave there over the top. Apello's trying to be a bit crafty against the ropes. He's doing the old wiggly where they put the block up and they sort of like wiggle around, hoping you're going to throw random shots at them and miss or counter. But the wiggly never works against Dominator. No, not the wiggly.
Fires right back at him. Tremendous pace being set early on.
Yeah, he's throwing a jab out. He's chasing me a little bit, throwing big shots.
No, not unless something changes.
But not being particularly successful.
Mr. Showtime's done a good job there.
I do have my own Apello Crise in my fighter stable. But he's a counter puncher. I basically box with Apello Crise. I do try to keep it real when he boxes. Rocky, I slug, Apello Crise, I box. Give Dominator, I dominate.
A round that was highly entertaining.
Right, I do think I took that round fairly easily.
They figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motives.
Great counter punch, and I loved how
big right hand, missed straight away.
Hits him in the mug with the right.
Another big right hand. Another big right hand. Ooh, 4 big right hands on the trot.
Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Good scoring shot. It was a straight
I'm afraid you have to have more than that, than the big power straight, to have a chance against Dominator. I'm going to let him waste those shots. I'm going to toy with him for a little bit. Let him waste those shots. Let him burn his stamina. And I'll try and have the odd random shot to my arsenal to try and catch him.
Mr. Showtime swinging and missing like he's at bat right there.
Ooh, nice little combo. I tried, but failed. That left hook got through. Another left hook got through. Ooh, he's taking some damage.
How about that exchange?
Lovely right hand, straight through his guard. Twice. Yeah, followers now, he's starting to feel the power of the old Dominator. You can't stay in the ring a couple of rounds and not feel the power. Oh, Dave had his 3 shredded weight, then his weight of Bix and his can of spinach before the fight started. He's had a good training camp. He's feeling healthy and fit.
Dynamite's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch.
And at the moment, I mean, joking aside, I'm just making this guy miss. Just waste his shots. A little tip for you boys out there as well, if you don't play the game a lot. Guys that waste the jabs, they throw the jabs in like 5s and 6s and 7s, and all you do is burn your stamina. You should never really throw your jab more than 2s and 3s. Just to keep the opponent away, maybe break the guard. But yeah, those guys who get jab happy and throwing the jabs in 7s, you know, 8s, whatever, you're just going to burn your stamina. By the time you get around 4 or 5, you're going to be left wide open for the old hero.
You know, that's a defeated fighter. That's a fighter. He don't want to go back. Something bad happened to him.
I don't use my jab that often, as you'll see, as the fight progresses. I sort of just flick it out to keep the opponent off me. Before I throw, you know, a better combo.
Good effective work with that straight right hand.
Lovely right hand there as he went forward, or leant forward, should I say. Did the old step straight there? Hopefully worked well. Did hope he would work onto it, but didn't quite work out the way I hoped. Oh, he likes that now. He's found like a little bit of success with the right of the body, right of the head. And now he's sticking with it.
Dynamite's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away.
That's another weakness in certain players. They get some success with one move, but then they tend to stick with that one move. And you know, a good player will always beat you because you recognise that one move and counter it.
And now he's been spoken to about the low blows.
So you can see how he's stuck with it now. He had one tiny bit of success at the beginning of the round, and he's now stuck with that one move. Right to the body, right to the head. So now we're going to have to put him off him throwing that. Uppercut to the head as he came in.
There's another right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Mr. Showtime.
I've fought this guy more than once, and he is reasonably good on his game. He's not fighting particularly well today, but he has given me a decent fight in the past. Well, I think the last time I fought him, I did him in 3 rounds, and he's, I think he survived that just now already. So it's going to be a little bit of a longer fight.
Dynamite's off to a really good start tonight. This is the first time we look at Teddy's scorecard. You can see that he has it a clean sweep through 3 rounds.
He walks straight onto a jab right hand.
And now he brings
He's sticking out the jabs in 2s and 3s. It's a bit better.
Mr. Showtime picking up right where he left off. Remember how he finished that last round?
Yeah, he really finished strong, really fast.
Oh, he walked straight onto another uppercut there, and another one.
A lot of people are going to say Teddy's just an aggressive fighter. No.
Yeah, Dave Dominator mightn't have banged him out early, but he's certainly schooling him.
And they're jumping on him, figuring that
he is not in good shape. He could be on the deck at moment.
I'm one of them babies. Apello.
Mr. Showtime.
Apello or Adonis or whatever your name is.
Scoring. There's a straight right hand. Boy, that worked out well with the uppercut. Good smooth work by Dynamite. That's classic counter-punching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
He can't land a punch, can he? I think the punch stats are going to be reasonably interesting at the end of this fight, because I don't think Apollo's landed anything.
Defense right here, and it's frustrating his opponent.
It is frustrating his opponent. His opponent needs to make an adjustment of thinking right now and understand what's there, not what's not there. We know that the head's not there, but what's there? The body. He needs to start going downstairs. That will freeze up some of that head movement.
To the belt line he goes with a left hand.
Lovely right hand again, and another right hand.
Together, good combination by Dynamite. He gets hit, but he gives it right back.
Yeah, so I'll put the challenge out there again. Any Fight Night players who want their go against Dave Dominator. I'm on Xbox Live, I'm not on PlayStation.
Fourth round now.
Get yourself a game.
10 seconds.
Get on Xbox Live. Get on Fight Night Champion. Press search. If you come across Glocks Grit or Dave Dominator, you got a fight on your hands. Let's do this.
A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going to decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
Zones in on that overhand right.
He's throwing a lot, is all the Apello, but he ain't landing much at all.
Really paying off for him in these middle rounds.
Yeah, well,
it's not going to bode well for him in the later rounds.
Right there, as you said, as you suggested, standing right in the place he's most comfortable.
Well-targeted two-punch combo by Dynamite. Dynamite's unreal here. I can't believe he just committed his second foul in this round.
Yeah, it doesn't. It never hurts, so it never hurts you to drop in a dirty, like a headbutt or a punch to the nuts. Never hurt. Well, it hurts them, but it don't hurt you. Takes, well, gives them a lot of damage. Takes a lot of stamina and shit off them.
Dynamite's left, working well that time.
He did the right thing there. When I threw those uppercuts, he did the step back straight, but he did it like 5 seconds too late. If he'd done that, see, on the second uppercut, he could have caused me some damage
with
there.
That headshot.
Totally missed that right hand and caught a body shot in return.
And Mr. Showtime's defense let him down that time. He got caught by a well-targeted counterpunch. Doing very nicely, staying way out of range of danger and utilizing his jab.
And usually he's a guy, if we were talking about basketball, he's a guy who likes to be in the paint. Hit some layups, do a little dunking.
He's got a little cut over his eye as a Apello. And he's taking some shots. So I don't think he's going to last too much longer, to be honest with you.
Dynamite's right hand working well that time. He scored well.
Couple of uppercuts to the body, take that stamina down even further.
With the uppercut.
Lovely right hand chicken wing over the top, straight through his guard.
What a good counter punch by Dynamite.
I don't want to give the game away too much, but I am using a particular style, which any aficionado of Fight Night Champion will know. They will know the style I'm using. Now, I'm not going to say it out loud, just in case I fight someone who doesn't know which style I'm using, but it does tend to smash through the guard more than other styles.
Halfway through this round here, Mr. Showtime's doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands.
Little cheeky push straight through it in there.
Right. Mr. Showtime's not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all,
back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. Dynamite's keeping...
No, he's resorted to switching to southpaw, which tells me he's starting to get a bit frustrated.
And you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing...
But he is having a tiny bit of success with it. That's that jab, right hand jab, does tend to get through. So he's jabbing to the body, then straight into the head. He's having a tiny bit of success. So I do know how to battle that little tactic that he's employed there.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Oh, very nice. Smart counter punch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss.
He's moving his head a tiny bit more now. Walk straight onto that
at
uppercut.
The halfway point of round 7. Dynamite's combination punching is working well here. Mr. Showtime's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target.
I'm sort of guessing he is really tired because he's missed, you know, lots and lots of big shots, and he's took the pounding to the body as well.
Dynamite scoring with that right hand. Mr. Showtime's failure to get away from his opponent's
my stamina as well at the flea eye. I'm guessing he's down at about 65, 70%. That's what I'm guessing.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. And round 7 comes to an end.
So yeah, the master of disaster, Apello Crise. He is the master of disaster tonight. He's taking a pounding.
The scorecard has this a one-sided fight.
Hasn't won a round.
Putting together a good-looking fight here. He just doesn't have
I think
that
it's time to
knockdown that you'd expect.
No, but I give
put him out of his misery.
He's not
Put him to sleep.
either. You know, he understands his identity. He understands what he is and
What's
what
he doing? He's not putting his guard up. That's foolish. Boom!
And now he's gonna have to find a way to he needs time to recover.
Yeah, I don't know what he was playing around there, wasn't he? He was trying to dance with his guard down, and he paid the price.
2, 3, 4.
Right. Well, he doesn't look like he's even going to try to get up. Yeah, he's lost all his heart in that fight, hasn't he?
That's it.
And that's another win for Dominator.
Dynamite came to be raised in victory.
So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed Dominator's great win there. And I'm going to drop a spoiler here before I go. The next 3 Dominator fights are so short. I'm going to give you all 3 of the next Dominator fights in one video, because I'm not kidding, they are short. And yeah, any fight night players out there, fancy the chances with Dominator, get online, press search. If we match up, you'll have your shot at Dave. Thanks for tuning in. As I said, you get the next 3 fights in one video. So hope to see you soon.